Hey everyone, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching. This is my May 2025 newsletter. Thank you all for being here. This month, I am talking about being in this space of in between. And so many people I know are feeling this incredible call to purpose or this incredible call to a new direction, but they're in this very quiet space and it's uncomfortable because it's a space where what's to come has not been written and what has been is no longer. So you're kind of in this space of what I would call the void or a space of neutrality where everything kind of feels flat. It's kind of silent. It's kind of uncomfortable because people who are used to having a direction and a plan and a very specific unfolding and linear sequential mapping for themselves are finding that they're a little bit disoriented because there is nothing there. There is no map. It hasn't been written because you are going to write it. You are going to forge the path, and it has never been done before in your frequency, with your essence, with your idea and awesome sauce that you're going to bring to whatever it is. And it could be something simple like a garden that you're planting or a new direction you're moving in your life with a new partner, or it could be a career change that's pretty radical, that's requiring a lot of faith. But there's just this deep inner knowing that, oh my gosh, I need to do this. Like I have to do this, right? And so I want to talk a little bit about the in-between space because it's so powerful. And human perspective is usually that when you are in silence, it's a space where you're not adding value. It's not something that is supported. It's not something that's encouraged by our cultural programming or societal programming. And so when we get into these deep silent spaces within ourselves, it's really, really uncomfortable because then there's a lot of inner stuff that kind of rises with it, right? Like this little voice of unworthiness, like, oh my God, I'm not producing, I'm not achieving, I'm not hitting the mark, I'm not enough. So there's that little thread that kind of comes forward. And that's important that the things that are coming forward are showing you where you might have a little hook or emotional wound or something that you need to kind of work through a little bit, right? Or you might have a feeling of discomfort because you have always had a plan. And I used to be that way. I used to have my life mapped out. I used to have direction. I was always 10 steps ahead of me. I was never present with where I was. It was this constant hitting of markers, milestones, and checking boxes, right? And we're kind of conditioned to live life that way. But we're moving into a new world, and this new world has not yet been written or created. Every single person is writing their own template and creating their own amazing path forward. And so it can be a space of discomfort because you keep looking for the path, you keep looking for the direction, but the direction is fully and divinely guided within you. So you have to actually lean into yourself and listen. You have to be in this uncomfortable space of in between and follow the inner guidance. And I have found that as you take the step, the path appears. And I know that's cliche. I'm sure you've all heard it before, but it's true because you are creating a path that has never been created before. And I found for myself that to embody and embrace this, I've had to really surrender control completely. I've had to lean deep into my faith in myself and my knowing and trust it. And then have the courage to take the step. And it doesn't matter what direction you are choosing. Remember that you can always self correct, you can always adjust and change your mind. You can have an experience and go, wow, that really isn't aligned or feeling right for me. And then you just come back to center, realign, listen, have presence in space, and then be guided to the next direction. This isn't an achievement or failure model anymore. It's not a pass or fail model in life. It's really, this is about us having experience. What are we learning? How are we growing? What are we offering to the world? Are we living true to our values? These are the things that are forging and forming the path forward. And these are the foundational pieces that'll allow us to create what's to come. And if you lay your foundation properly, if you make sure everything is shored up and that you're good physically, mentally, emotionally, that you are really in alignment with your calling and path forward, and you are constantly creating and expressing yourself through action or inaction, whatever is calling to you at this time, you're going to be fine. I feel like energetically, actually, I know this deep in my soul, that the silence is really where your power lies, because that is you dialing into the core essence of your being. It's listening, it's being present to the guidance. And in that moment where it's all coming together, even though you don't have anything mapped out, you don't have it all laid out in form, you don't have a worksheet or a checklist, burn those. Just follow your inner guidance. Everything is coalescing energetically. So for me, everything is created energetically. And then I align with that frequency. And by align with that frequency is I hold space for it. I pour love into it. I trust it. I trust myself. I have dreams that I am drawing to me and how I want to feel when that project is complete. How do I want to feel when I have done the thing, whatever the thing is? So it's really about how do I want to feel as I'm creating the thing, right? So for me, if I'm creating, let's just say I'm creating a workshop, how do I want to feel creating it? What kind of energy am I pouring into it? How do I want people to feel when they receive it? Like if you're planting a garden, what kind of flowers do you want to do, or succulents, or what does the design look like? You're not really fixated on a concrete, non-negotiable plan. It's loose. It's really about being able to add and take away things as you go. It's a work in progress, as are you, as am I. And this really is about experience now. It's about who we are becoming. How can we become the highest version of ourselves? And that critical piece, that foundational piece, is sitting in this void and allowing information to come. It's being comfortable in the discomfort. It's in surrendering control. It's opening your hands. It's opening all the doors to potential and possibility and retraining your mind to go into potential versus obstacle and limitation. So think about how powerful that is when you can dial in and really bring yourself into center and completely release attachment to an outcome. When you're showing up in your full alignment, when you're holding your frequency, when you're allowing yourself to dream big, dream often, and you're taking those very small steps, even if it's just journaling about something or meditating on something or walking outside in nature and allowing your mind just to release and go and flow, that's very, very powerful for you. So I hope you guys can take this message to heart. I hope you understand that in that space of neutrality and the void or the silence is your power center. So dial in and let me know what comes from this. I'm so excited to hear back from you. And if you enjoy these monthly newsletter videos or my a written newsletter, please go to my website and subscribe. It's alinialifecoaching.com. And I think there's a button to subscribe to my newsletter there. And also, please, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe and like my channel. I would so appreciate the support. And I hope you guys have a great May. I'll talk to you later. Bye.